introduction, and then we'll have 3 questions at 1.5 minutes apiece, and then you'll have a minute to wrap it up.
All right.
So go ahead with your introduction.
I'm John Mott. I am from McKinney. I grew up in McKinney, like Rick. In fact, Rick's family and my family's been close friends for over 50 years, maybe even longer than that. My wife grew up in McKinney as well. She likes to joke that we're new McKinney. Her family's been in McKinney for 7 generations, I believe. I am an attorney with my office in downtown McKinney, when I'm there. I'm running for McKinney City Council because I want McKinney to continue to be McKinney. I want it to continue to have that small town feel that my wife and I experienced when it was 20,000 people, and that we still have today with 200,000 people, and that 20 years from now, hopefully we have with 400,000 people. I want to make sure that we're doing the right things and planning the right ways so that we're being proactive with growth rather than reacting to what happens in the city.
Okay? So why do you think you should be elected to the position then, real quick?
Well, I think that my experience of growing up in McKinney, my experience of being a lawyer, my experience with working with diverse groups is something that is lacking on
Okay.
council.
All right, thank you. The first question is, what are the 3 most important functions of city government? Please rate them in priority and support your choices. Functions.
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 So the city needs to make sure that everything is safe. So public safety, number 1, police and fire. Number 2, we need to make sure that we have roads and infrastructure in place so that we can all move around the city. And 3, we need to make sure that we have a community that we all want to be a part of. So that means making sure that we have businesses that we can go work at, make sure that we have parks and other places where we can go outside or be part of the community. That's it.
Should election dates be standardized? And what I mean by that is you would have your primaries in March and all other elections would occur in November, including the city elections.
I like having the city elections in May rather than in November because, at least in theory, these are nonpartisan races. And I think by moving the city races to November, it will turn these into partisan races.
Okay. John, if you're elected, what would need to be accomplished in order for your term to be considered a success in your own mind?
I think we need to do something about the traffic. So that means building east-west thoroughfares, mostly north of 380. I'd like to connect Custer to 75 with Wilmouth and Bloomdale. We need to do something about 380, and I think building those roads would be a good start at addressing that. I think we need to look at our parks system, make sure we have enough parks and the right kinds of parks and other recreation opportunities for kids and other residents, so that we have places to be outside. In addition, that will help protect some of that small town feel by having open green spaces and natural areas that will kind of cut down on the suburban sprawl look that you see in other cities.
Very good. You have 1 minute to close.
I just want to thank you all for having us. And thank you for inviting me. I haven't been invited to every forum, and so I appreciate the fact that y'all invited me. The other thing I'd encourage you to do is, these are nonpartisan elections, but there are partisan groups who are holding these forums. 2 years from now, reach out to the McKinney Democrats and see if they want to hold a joint forum. Or they, Women Organizing Women Democrats, or the North Texas Action Group, and see if you can find some other groups to hold a joint forum with you. We've got to find a way to start working together as a community rather than having one team over here and one team over here and fighting with each other. So I appreciate y'all having me here, and I look forward to working with all of you.
Thank you.